Madam Speaker, we must take care also about, we must be careful also about the welfare of our staff, Madam Speaker. And I can't agree more with the majority leader today that the staff and the people who work in this parliament must have the face of Kenya. But again, I want to send him also to the executive, because the executive that is setting bad precedent in this country, Madam Speaker. When you just employ people from your community in the executive, parliament follows suit, Madam Speaker. When you have out of 22 ministers, 14 from 2 communities, you have permanent secretaries, 52, you have 14 from 1 community. Madam Speaker, those are the problem we are having. And if it is a company with shares, we shall be told, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, if you want to strengthen how things are done in this country, it must start with the top. When the top gets it right, then every other Kenyan will get it right, Madam Speaker. And you know, majority leader sits in very high places because of his position. So when he goes for those meetings, inform the executive that they are setting bad precedent in this country. And Parliament is following the example, Madam Speaker. So, Madam Speaker, no, you have spoken. Give me time to say mine. But this is debate. Madam Speaker, in conclusion, I want to say this. Madam Speaker,
I want to give a chance to the leader of majority. You are on a point of order. What is out of order, Honorable
Honorable Speaker, besides relevance, the Honorable JUNET MOHAMED is grossly misleading the country, and he knows he's on national TV, that when the leader of majority sits in those meetings, well, as he knows, the only meeting I sit in is the House Business Committee on Tuesday, and the Selections Committee, and the Parliament of Kenya. I do not, and I represent the people of Kikuyu in the National Assembly. I am not a member of the executive, and he therefore cannot be misleading the country that there are meetings I sit in as a member of the executive. Therefore, you know, the Honorable JUNET, Honorable Speaker, under the handshake regime, he was used to sitting in Harambee House, and he probably perceives that I carry on with the habit of the handshake regime. I do not. I sit in my office in the National Assembly and carry on my work in line with my constitutional mandate to oversight, legislate, and represent the people of Kikuyu. And the people of Suna East, when you do not represent them, I speak for them.
Speaker, I didn't know until today that the majority leader is such a small man in this country. Kumbe had a very bad perception about him. I thought he's a big man. Kumbe is just a small errand man in Parliament here for the executive, Madam Speaker. I didn't know that. Oh, I'm sorry. Now I know you're a small man. But I know he attends night meetings, that sometimes he calls me in the wee hours of the night, that I want to deal with you tomorrow in a certain manner. So now I know. But anyway, Madam Speaker, the most important message I want to give to Kenyans is that we have to have a country. If we were to have a harmonious country, Madam Speaker, because it is true what the majority leader has raised here, that there was skewed employment in this parliament for the last 10 years. That I am not disagreeing with him. But what I'm disagreeing with him is that we should address this matter holistically as a country, Madam Speaker. You can't have someone telling you that you cannot work in a government office because you're not a shareholder of a company, Madam Speaker. We cannot have that kind of business in this country. We will not allow it to happen. It will not happen, and it shall not happen. And it is doomed to fail. But, Madam Speaker, in conclusion, this committee that we are passing today must be taken very serious, must be seen as the premier committee of the House, and I want to urge the majority leader that he should have been the chairman of this committee instead of the selection committee. Because he's very good. You know, he also runs butcheries in Kikuyu, Madam Speaker. Me and him know each other. Thank you, Madam Speaker, and have a good day.